everyone, it's Peyton. I don't have an intro because like I haven't posted on YouTube very much, like at all. I think I have 3 videos on here, but I kind of just like jumped right into, because YouTube is something that I want to do, but I kind of just jumped into it without giving like any sort of introduction or anything. I kind of just assumed that everyone on this platform would just know who I am, and I just jumped right into vlogging, but like, which is fine. Like I know a lot of people do that, but I feel like it's very impersonal of me. I'm a very like connectedness person, so I want you guys to like get to know me, even though I know everyone who's subscribed to me right now probably just like knows me from my other platforms, whether it be TikTok or Instagram, or just like you know me in person. I have a podcast as well. All of that stuff is linked, so if you aren't from those things and you want to follow me on other socials, I'm very active on those. I promise I don't post like 1 video every month, but I do really want to get YouTube started because I love YouTube as a platform. I think it's a great way to really get to know someone through like vlogging and a lot longer videos than like a 60-second TikTok. So today I figured I would do like a little bit of my fitness journey kind of like video of just going through everything and kind of why I got into social media in the first place and why I got into lifting and fitness and why I want to help other people with it. Backtrack to like the beginning of my life. I have always been overweight, so literally back starting in probably like 1st grade is when I started just being bigger than the other kids in general. And I actually remember being like 8 years old, and I literally put this portfolio, like I wanted to lose weight already by the time I was like 8, like I said. So I put together this whole portfolio, and I remember going out to my parents and I put together this whole thing of saying how I was gonna go from, because I always wore one-piece swimsuits because like I was shopping at like the plus size section of Justice and like JCPenney's and Kohl's, and like that's all I was able to fit in because I was just bigger than everyone from the point of being like a child. But you know, that kids get chubby. Kids are chubby sometimes, I know. Okay, but I remember going out to my parents and saying that I was gonna go from a one-piece swimsuit to a tankini to a bikini, and that was like my weight loss thing because like that's how I structured it, because all the skinny girls at the birthday parties and stuff like that, they all wore bikinis. So I was like, I'm gonna go from, which especially now and today I might get canceled for saying that I thought that as like an 8-year-old. I'm sorry, but like that's just it. I'm just telling you what happened, because now in today's society that does not pass. Like everyone can wear a bikini, everyone, whatever. One pieces are coming back. Anyways, so I was very insecure from like a really young age, which is really, really sad because no 8-year-old should be thinking that they can't wear certain things because of their body. But that was the case. Then I just like never lost the weight. Like I never grew into myself. I just kept eating and kept like getting bigger than all of my friends. I played sports. I played softball. I played volleyball all throughout middle school, and I started to lose weight right after middle school ended. So I was 14, I believe, and I got into like just going on walks with my dad at the park near our house. And I remember just like not fitting in at all in middle school, so I just like I wanted to change before high school. I had braces, and right before high school I got them off, so I was like, glow up, like I want my braces off and I need to lose all this weight that I'm carrying. So I ended up losing like 10 pounds going into high school, something like that. Oh, so like starting point wise, my heaviest was like at the end of middle school. I believe I was maybe 5'1" at that. I'm like 5'3" now. I'm no giant, like I didn't grow that much, but I was like 5'1", like 165 pounds. So, and my build wasn't like, oh, like some people build and carry weight different. Like no, I was a circle. Like it was so bad. Sorry, I'm not body shaming, but it was pretty bad. Like I was not confident. I did not like my body. And looking back now, like even now looking at myself from when I was like 13, I'm like, that's disgusting. So I don't have that like sympathy that people think I'm gonna have, like, oh, like she was just a kid. No, she was something. But sorry, I don't want to get canceled. Actually I don't really care. So anyways, I lost all this weight, and then I went into my freshman year, and that was when, so this is about to be 2020. So I went into freshman year 2019, so like I said, about to be 2020, and I got into a relationship, and I started to lose a little bit of weight in the relationship. It was just a really bad relationship. I got like compared to other girls, but I'm not gonna get into that because it was like ancient history now. I don't really care about any of that stuff anymore, but I'm just telling you that was what was going through my head as a freshman of like, oh, I'm not good enough, so like I need to lose weight. So I started just like following the trends. And at the time, in case you didn't know, during COVID time is when like not eating, like eating disorders were like a trend, but like I didn't know it was an eating disorder. I don't think any of us really knew it was an eating disorder. We just like thought it was the way to lose weight is just like not eating. Like not exceeding 1,200 calories was like the number, the golden number. If you went through this time period, I'm sure you know the number 1,200 in like MyFitnessPal telling you don't go over that number because like then you're fat. Anyways, and then I started going on like really long walks. So I would wake up in the morning and I would drink coffee. That's it. Coffee for breakfast. And then I would walk like 8 miles. And then I would eat like a granola bar or like an apple or something like that. And then I would work out in my garage. And by workout, I mean more cardio. Like I was not weight training at all. And you don't need weight training to lose weight. You don't need weight training to be healthy. I feel like that's a thing that kind of like the lifting community has pushed a lot, is that like weight training is the only way. Like you need to find your way to be healthy. If you don't like lifting weights, you do not have to lift weights. Is there a ton of benefits to it? Absolutely. Will I preach about it? Not in this video, but absolutely. But you don't have to lift weights to be healthy, and you don't have to run to be healthy. You can find your own way of just loving movement. If you like to swim, if you like to dance, if you like to play sports, if you like to, it doesn't matter. Like just get yourself moving, get yourself active. But the way that it all went down in that time period was just not eating. And like that's not healthy at all because I already had a really bad metabolism. But needless to say, it worked. I lost a lot of weight. After the breakup is when I lost a lot of weight. So like I lost, like I said, like 10 pounds going into high school, but somewhere around the holiday season of my freshman year, I did gain it back. So I'm starting from scratch again, where I'm like, okay, maybe like 160 pounds, 155 pounds. I don't have my exact numbers, but I do know I was 165 at my heaviest. But throughout the course of COVID and that little like extended spring break thing that we had, which wild to think that it was years ago now, but I got into all of that stuff. Like I said, I would get up and just not eat and then do all of that stuff on like a granola bar later in the day. And I ended up I got down to 120 pounds in like 4 or 5 months. So that's a 45-pound weight loss in not a lot of time. So very unhealthy. And I was just very irritable all of the time. I was just so like, I was always cold, my head always hurt, and I was puking like multiple times a week because I would get these migraines from not eating. And so I was just puking, which was making me lose even more weight, which then I just still didn't eat to like recover from that. So I would puke again, and I was losing a lot of weight. But even then, like when I was at my smallest weight, which was 120 pounds, I did not feel good. Like I didn't like the way my body looked at all. Like very naturally, I don't have curves, I don't have a butt, I still don't have boobs, but it's just like I'm built very straight, and I hated it so much, and I knew nothing about lifting weights. Like I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I was doing was wrong. I thought I was being healthy, so I did. Like I even had a fitness private story where I literally just like posted what I was eating and like what I was doing, and other people were telling me how I was like inspiring them. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, I really hope I didn't put people through what I was going through without even realizing it, but there did become a point where I realized what I was doing was unhealthy, but I just like didn't stop. So I just kept not eating and just drinking coffee for breakfast and stuff. So I did realize that it wasn't healthy, but I kept going because at that point it was just like my routine. So flash forward, I ended up meeting some people. One specific person I met that was really into the gym, and it was kind of, it was a romantic thing at first, and then it wasn't, and then it turned into like a friendship thing, so whatever, I'm not getting into that. But he introduced me to the gym. I was gonna get a gym membership anyways, but I wouldn't have known what to do without him being there, so like huge credit to him for that. But there's no shot in the world he's watching this video. So I can go ahead and just talk about it. But I ended up walking into the gym and he was a member there, so he kind of like showed me push-pull legs and more like lifting techniques. I lifted with him a lot, and he just kind of gave me like a routine to start off with. Needless to say, like, we don't talk anymore, but like he definitely shaved a good year off of my gym experience, and I fell in love with lifting, like hardcore fell in love with lifting so much. Like my body started to shape out. I just passed 2 years into lifting now, so it's insane how much. So like I said, like I got down to 120 pounds when I was at my lightest. I'm now sitting at around 140. I fluctuate between like 135 and 140. So I am sitting at like 15-20 pounds heavier than when I lost all that weight, but I like the way I look now so much better than when I did when I just wasn't eating. Because I have a butt now. I'm not going to get up and show you, but I have a butt now. Maybe I'll put a picture up. But is that weird? Should I just like put my butt on the internet? I don't know. But I have a butt now, and I have like curves now because I formed my back. And like by any means, like I do not have a curvy body type still. Like I am still very straight. Like, but I have broad shoulders now and a bigger back, so it makes me look like I have a little bit more curve, and it's only gonna get better. And like I'm still trying to like lean out a little bit from when I like bulked really bad. So I didn't bulk bad, but you know what I'm saying, like I gained a lot of weight. So now I'm trying to like lean out again because I reverse dieted for a while. Oh, let me get into that. Reverse dieting was horrible for my mental health, but I needed to do it because my body was used to eating like 1,000 to 1,200 calories at the most, and like that was like a bad day if I ate 1,200. So my body was like gaining weight when I started to eat really bad. So I ended up going through this reverse diet thing where I started kind of still at my like 1,200 calories. I started introducing weight training, and then I bumped it up to like 1,300, 1,400. And then once I got used to like 1,400, 1,500, I pretty much was able to bump it up to like 1,700, 1,800 pretty fast. My body got used to it, and now that's like, and then when I bulked, I brought it up to like 2,200 calories, which was a lot for me, and my body was gaining weight every single day. But the guy that introduced me to the gym, he's the one who introduced me into the whole like bulking and reverse dieting thing too, and I don't think he realized how bad my metabolism is, which is not his fault because my metabolism is insane. Like it's so all over the place. My body is very unique in the way it does things and like builds my genetic. Something is not as good as I would want it to be. I mean, regardless of that, I work very hard to look the way I do now, but like there's still things that I want to change, and like the way my metabolism works, I still sometimes get into that like comparing myself, and I'll see these girls eating like 2,500 calories and they're like shredded, and I'm like, yeah, like I eat 2,000 and I gain weight. But it takes time, it takes progress. Everyone's body's different. I'm very lucky to have a very like healthy functioning body in the first place, so I need to just look at it in that way instead of just wanting to eat more, because you know, food isn't everything at the end of the day, but it would be nice to be able to eat more. But then I kind of got into social media because I wanted to help other people get into this and realize that not eating and just doing a ton of cardio is not gonna do what you think it's gonna do for you. Because like I said, I hated my body when I was at my smallest, almost just as much as I hated it when I was at my biggest. So it just like, it didn't do anything for me except for I just lost all the weight, and I just wanted to like tell people that there's a better way. And I wouldn't change a thing about the way I did it because it kind of gave me this whole journey and stuff, but if I could help someone else not go through it the way that I did, I would recommend it 1,000% to not do it the way that I did. Just get into weight training and start eating in a deficit, but not an extreme deficit like that. It's just, especially if you're introducing weight training, your resting metabolic rate is going to increase already on its own. So if you're doing that and then also getting yourself in a deficit, you will lose weight. Even like the slightest deficit, you're gonna lose weight. You don't have to do it all in 4 months. Like, it is not healthy. And like if you are really big, like you are gonna lose weight a lot faster. So like in the beginning of my journey, when I was like 165 pounds, I was losing like 4 or 5 pounds a week, just because of like, that's all excess stuff. Even if you do it the right way, you might honestly still be losing that much in a week. But then once you start to get down, that's when I would just like drastically lower my calories even more. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna kill your metabolism. But I'm gonna stop rambling on. But that's my fitness journey. I want to help other people realize that there's so much. Just don't listen to the society telling you need to look like the whole like Kendall Jenner type. If you have that body type, that's awesome, but everyone's body type is different. Like, I genuinely don't think I could ever look like that. The way I'm built is a lot just bigger in general. Like, I'm not any like, I'm not trying to stand for like the plus size. Like, I'm not trying to call myself mid-sized. I'm a small person, but I'm not the Victoria's Secret small. So, and I never will be. So like, it's okay. And you shouldn't like starve yourself to try to get to that point. So that is I am talking a lot. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. That's my fitness journey. I want to help other people, and hopefully this video like helped you a little bit. And hit that subscribe button, follow my other socials, I'm very active over there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which is not gonna be like months from now. I'm going to keep up with this. I'm sorry. Also, I keep looking at myself over there instead of like right at the camera lens, so I apologize for that. I get distracted by my own appearance, and I want to make sure I don't look stupid, so I just did it again. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.